I thought that we, at the start, we really didn't compete the first 3 or 4 minutes, and then we started doing better with that. But I thought one of the big differences in the game is we just turned it over. In the second half, we turned it over 11 times. I mean, you're not going to win. Turn it over 11 times. You're not going to win. Turn it over 19 times. Not going to happen. And so that negated a lot of things that we probably did pretty well. We were pretty darn good defensively against a very good offensive team. But we weren't very good offensively because we turned it over too many times. Anybody got a question?
You had your 2 low-scoring games now against these guys. Obviously, we see what they do defensively, but I mean, why does it you feel that's caused you guys so many problems against them in those 2 games?
Well, we turn it over. I mean, they're aggressive on they have very busy hands against ball screen. Their ball screen coverage, our ball screen offense. And we probably had probably 6 turnovers out of that, I'd say. I'd say 6. So that's a lot of turnovers from that standpoint. They do a good job of rotating guys. In terms of rotation defensively, they do a really nice job of that. And we get careless. We're careless, we're not strong enough with the ball sometimes.
There were a lot. I mean, did you feel like there were a lot of just unforced turnovers that were just sloppy?
A couple of them were, but they put pressure on you. I think everybody got to handle the pressure. I mean, some people trap the post play, some people trap ball screens, some people trap in the presses. You got to be able to get those things out cleanly, and I don't think that we did that very effectively, consistently. And we had some, like you said, too. I think we had some just careless turnovers.
Austin McBroom's play has been pretty, hit or miss in certain games. He's in there, he's not. Is there something you're seeing from him in practice where he's not getting in off the bench, like as Miles has been coming in first ahead of him, and that hasn't happened until the last couple games? Is there a reason for that, like practice, or just?
Everything counts. Everything counts. Practice, film sessions, shooting drills, everything counts. I tell them on the first day they're here, during recruiting, everything counts. So no one has a license to play, and no one has a sentence not to play. So that's how we evaluate it.
We've had a couple of tough games offensively. Is that what you're talking about? Maybe getting tired, worn down?
No, Malik's got to learn to get a motor. He doesn't have a motor. He's not a high energy guy. How he plays, he doesn't go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next. That's basketball. I mean, he's more football right now. 3 seconds of something and then rest for 30 seconds. I mean, and I'm not trying to be facetious or anything. He needs to learn. That's something we've addressed with him and talked to him about. Once he understands that, then he'll do really well. But you can't. People reload on you if you're not consistently a threat with the ball or without the ball. So in other words, you're a threat, and then you pause for a reason. They just reload on the team or reload on you. They get reset. What you want is you got to go from one threat to the next threat to the next threat, and then you fall into things individually and collectively. He's not there yet with that.
So you're talking about more when he doesn't have the ball, when he's trying to.
Pardon me?
Or he's meaning when he doesn't have the ball? When he's
he has more energy when he has the ball, yes. But yes.
Would you say that's kind of reflective on the offense as a whole? Because you see a lot of the times it's stagnant. They're not moving. Like towards the end of the game, is like there was no flow. They were just kind of watching.
That's true. In the game, that's exactly right.
Like to get them to buy in, they need to trust and follow through and keep going.
They got to trust the offense. They try to do something individually, which their heart's in the right place, but their brain's not in the right place. I mean, you got to put those two things together. Your heart and brain. You got to see things, and that's why you fall into threes or post or drives. You just can't say, okay, let's do this, and say, unless it's a play, you call them, throw it inside, or whatever it may be. But I mean, when you run a continuity thing, you've got to be able to take all those options, and you don't know when it's going to pop up. You don't know if it's going to pop up the first side, second side, third side. You don't know when it's going to pop, but you got to stay with it. We don't do a good job of staying with it at times. Sometimes we do a very good job of staying with it, but not all the time.
You guys held them to a stretch, I think, where they made 1 of 15 shots. between the first and second halves. Did you feel like you really should have stretched that out?
Oh yeah, I thought the start of the second half offensively did not help us. I mean, last time I counted about the first 5 possessions, we didn't score, and we got stops. You know, get good runs, you got to get stops and score. I mean, that's what gets the good runs. We can't seem to put those things together enough.